On Wednesday, activists of Goensa Ekwood stopped the barricading along the railway track near the Welsau railway crossing. The barricading would have blocked the traditional walking path of the villagers, which had been kept as a right of way. Goensa Ekwood alleged that the Railway Vikas Nigam Limited tried to erect the fence despite the matter being sub judice. Village Panchayat of Welsau has filed a petition in the Goa bench of the Bombay High Court challenging any development and blocking of the traditional path.
All the local residents here, and this area will be out of limits. These are landlocked areas. You know, one side has a railway, and on the other side there are the fields, and this is the only access to these houses that you can see here. Now, and this is the railway line. On both sides there are local residents residing. So we have intervened in this matter, and now they are taking their material back. They understand that the matter is sub judice, and they cannot go ahead with their plans of fencing this area. Such arbitrary decisions by the railways will. Today we had an issue at the Welsau railway crossing wherein the contractor employed by RVNL started barricading the area. This area is the right of way of the local residents and also to the villagers who have access to their farmlands, to the coconut plantation, to the paddy fields, to the ponds and the lakes nearby. We as Goensa Ekwood do not understand what is that RVNL want to impose upon us. Do they think that we are some people living like in shanties, in like to be ghettoed, barricaded in our own land? Don't we have a right as citizens of this great nation, India, to live peacefully? Do we have to inhale their fugitive coal dust day in and day out, fall sick, and there's nobody to take care of our senior citizens? What is happening here? Does the local MLA understand, or does he even intervene? The answer is no. Nobody bothers about us. We are left on our own. The villagers sadly are left on their own. But here we reiterate that we at Goensa Ekwood, along with the local panchayat, the South Western Railway doesn't own land in these areas. This land belongs to the villagers as a right of way, where they have their access to their houses, to their farmlands, to the lakes and the water bodies, other water bodies. And our ancestors were gracious enough to allow the then railway authority in 1890s to lay the railway tracks. This land was never sold nor gifted. Let it be very, very clear to the government of Goa and to the railway authorities. Labor here are seen reloading the poles which were brought to barricade this area. This is our traditional path of the villagers at Welsau. Such type of I will say it is unplanned. They just come and do as they want. They think they own this property. This property doesn't belong to the railways. It belongs to the local community, the panchayat. This has been kept for us by our ancestors. Never sold or never by our gift deed. The railways were just allowed to lay the track in 1890 by our ancestors. You see the coal. These are the coal trains what we are talking about, and we have to inhale the dust